In today's video, I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to search optimize your drone content so people can actually find it. I think most drone pilots actually have really good high quality content, and one of the most effective and free ways that you can go about advertising that content is through search optimization, otherwise known as SEO. By the end of this video, I'm going to equip you with the knowledge you need to know on how to search optimize content and show you some tools that help you do that. So a lot of times the people that are looking for content on the internet, real estate agents, developers, cities, planners, marketing agencies, they want to find content specifically either to license it or they're looking for pilots to hire to get the content at the specific location that they want. And search optimization is basically catering your content so those people can find it. If you don't do any work to ever make your content discoverable, no one's ever going to see it. And if you have a large library of content, one of the most effective ways to get you actually inbound leads is utilizing that content to work for you. So if you post to social media, you might get a quick couple views, maybe a couple likes, and over time that doesn't really cater towards people looking for that content. You might have some followers, the algorithm might recommend some stuff, but it probably does not cater specifically to those long-term people looking for a specific location. So utilizing search optimization, you can actually cater a wide library of content for specific locations so that each of those individual locations lead back to you and generate leads over time. So first off, I want to explain how search optimization works. And one of the big caveats is people really don't understand is that when you search optimized content, so it shows up on Google, Google doesn't necessarily understand what it's looking at. It has some clues and it looks at some external factors to figure it out, but it doesn't actually have like any AI explaining what it is. So it heavily relies on the file names, the titles, the descriptions, the location content, and the surrounding page content. So like to explain basically what the image is. So you are also trying to optimize your content for Google, so Google will show it to your potential buyers. So an important thing to do is make sure that the file name itself is representative of the kind of content that you're looking for. Don't just put the standard DJI naming scheme into an image, rename it. Now, I'm going to show you a couple tools that do this automatically that handle all the search optimization pretty much for you. One of those being My Service Drone Invoice, which just allows you to basically upload the image and it handles the renaming, search optimization for you and just generates you views over time. But if you want to do this yourself manually, it's important that you make sure that each of these individual pieces of content are uniquely named, describing what they are. Now, this gets very time consuming at scale because each image may have a different subject, each video may have multiple subjects, and when you start doing bulk quantities of this, it starts taking up a considerable amount of time. That's why I built Drone Invoice to automate it. So Google shows things in search based off how well it answers the desired question. So if you search for a drone photo of downtown of your given city, it's going to show you the content that answers that question the best. And it uses a bunch of complex things to determine it, but basically the end of the day is whatever does the best job answering the question, given all the exterior information that Google can find, it will show that content first. Now, there's a lot of things that play into that. For example, if you do a good job with your title and description, say this is a drone video of downtown, and it was shot in 4K and all those details about it, people will be like, oh, I'm going to click on that. And Google looks at that as you answering the question better than maybe someone saying, here's a drone video. It's going to show the optimized version for that specific query. Another thing too, I think is important to point out is that a lot of search optimization is about locations, not so much about the content of the media. And the reason why this is starting to really change is, like it or not, AI has kind of replaced a lot of the generic drone videos and photos. Stuff that can be easily AI generated is stuff that is not location specific. So a pretty sunset or a pretty picture of a beach or maybe circling around a location. For locations that are not well pictured or documented, you will never likely be able to get high quality images. They might extrapolate satellite data out going forward, but still you'll be missing some of the angles and overhangs that you would get with an actual drone photo. So make sure that you leverage location specific content and leverage that in your search optimization because it will last the longest. So AI is probably going to replace and automate a lot of the content generation of non-specific locations. So for example, if you were doing a map of a certain location, this is a drone map or an aerial map of a given location. So you want to primarily focus on that location. Again, why Drone Invoice does that all automatically for you. Descriptions, again, should explain what the image does, what the video is, how it was captured, where it was captured, when it was captured, and what the information about the video itself is. Again, Drone Invoice automates this for you, but if you were to do this yourself, you would have to explain the specs. What is the resolution? What is the frame rate? Where did you capture this? When did you capture this? Who captured this? And at the end of the day, your goal is to, of course, make sure that the content itself represents what's in the image. The text content represents what's in the image. And since drone media is so location-based, you can also include things like latitude and longitude. Again, if you don't know this or you can't pull this easily, Drone Invoice does all this automatically for you, but you could pull all of the location information like, hey, this is the exact longitude and latitude, the city, the address of the specific photo, so Google can then understand what it's seeing better and recommend it to people nearby looking for it. Also, including metadata into the pictures is important. I know some of you guys may be hesitant to include location data, and sometimes, especially if you have something that is a sensitive subject, it may not be best to include that location data. So it's a trade-off to make, is that sometimes there is adequate reason, especially if you're doing something rather sensitive, to not include the location data in that picture. So it does ultimately matter where you upload the content. If you're uploading it to a single portfolio, for example, maybe you're using Google Sites, and maybe you're just uploading the image or the video to that site, there's a whole process you can do to make sure by renaming the image, renaming the video, and then hosting it on the site properly. But another thing that also happens, especially when you get into sites, is that each site also has like a ranking, a score almost. And if you as an individual have a low score on your website because a lot of people don't talk about you, for example, versus if you use another platform that has a lot of people talking about it, Google will show that platform over your individual website just because your website isn't as reputable as a bigger platform. So there is some leverage in utilizing a separate platform to do that versus just doing it individually on your own site. So an example might be using YouTube, which might better leverage the content and show the content above other competing pilots' sites. Or for example, Drone Invoice, which has its own individual ranking that might be higher than an individual pilot page. So when you make a portfolio too, and every piece of content that you have, it should have its own URL. So for example, if you take a picture and you want to search optimize that, it should have its own individual page. And then this allows each of those pieces of content over time to get views directly leading back to you. Again, Drone Invoice does this for you. And now let's touch on a couple common mistakes that people make. A lot of times people do not upload the descriptions. They just upload a picture, and the picture really isn't giving Google any information on what it can do with it. So it doesn't show up anywhere else. A lot of times people only use Instagram or YouTube. And if you utilize YouTube, you need to make sure that you also treat it kind of like search optimization. Otherwise, you are not going to really get any views on the image, and it's not going to be accessible, and YouTube isn't going to know what to do with it. It doesn't know what is actually in the video. It uses the context clues. And if those context clues match what people are searching for, it will then recommend that content. A lot of times also people don't use location. And if you don't use location, Google and a lot of these other platforms, for example, YouTube, has no way of knowing. And I mean by like putting the text of like the address in there. Those platforms don't understand what it's actually looking at. And that is one of the strongest leverages that you have as a drone pilot, taking content of specific locations. And also you can always improve old media. If you've already stored images or videos that you've taken, don't delete them. Actually just add the information in there after the fact. Having a really good clip or a really pretty video is great, but if you don't tell Google or these platforms what you actually have, they won't understand it and they won't recommend it to people that will care. Another thing too about search optimization is it takes a long time. Between the time that you upload content and the time that Google actually reliably recommends it can be anywhere from 3 to 6 months, upwards of a year for it to finally percolate through their algorithm. But each piece of content might get 3, 5, 10 views over time, maybe a month. And that adds up substantially when you consider all of the pieces of content that you have. Drone Invoice on average, when I upload a piece of content, gets about 10 to 15 views per individual piece of content that I upload. And every piece of content that you upload is a searchable asset that points back to you. So if someone likes that piece of content, they can come contact you. So the more pages, the more discovery, the more media that you have, the more inbound clients you will get. So effectively, all you need to do in order to utilize this and do most of what I've talked about in today's video is just upload your content to Drone Invoice. I have a number of tutorials on that site as well as on this channel that explains how you can upload content for both stock media or deliver and bill your drone clients through the platform as well. But it also leverages the fact that you have all this media on a portfolio on Drone Invoice so you can get direct views on your platform. But it handles a lot of what I've talked about in today's video, making sure that each content has its own page, is named properly, is searchable, has a proper description, explains what the media itself is, and it does actually get views. You can track the views that your content gets and see how it works. And that content can be licensable just like stock media. So I hope this video was effective in equipping you with the tools that you need in order to search optimize your content and get free advertising from work that you've already done. Check out my channel for other related videos specifically for drone pilots and also reviews about the different drones coming out. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you around soon, and goodbye.